Hey everybody, Brett from Astartes Gaming here, and it's Friday, so that means it's time for more Cortex Command. So last week we took a look at all the different Warhammer 40k factions, and this week we're gonna actually get started on the campaign with those factions. So you may have noticed the video is rendered in 1080p. It's not true 1080p. I had to force it, so it's not gonna look as good as usual HD video, but it should be better than the 480 that we were working on previously. I'm still playing in windowed mode, so I'm not going to be particularly great. Although we seemed to do fine last time. I just kind of stumbled through the menus. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're just going to jump right into the campaign. And so we are going to do maximum length again. We'll do... let's set it to... No. Like hard. We'll go up one from what we did last time, and we'll do the maximum number of game sites. We'll leave it at the minimum amount of gold, and now let's set the team. So we want, oh, come on, let me up my sensitivity. There we go. Okay. So first of all, our team, we are gonna be, no, okay. I need to toggle blue off for a second because I want to be blue. We're gonna color code the factions this time around. So we are going to be playing as the Ultramarines, which maybe if I use the arrow keys this will be easier. No, it's not, because it makes the mouse move for some reason. Okay, this is not ideal. Come on, come on, come on. Why do you hate me, game? Okay, this is frustrating. Yeah, if I press the arrow keys, you can see the mouse slowly moving. Maybe I can get to the right faction before we need to... Okay, so Imperium of Man. Specifically, we're going to be playing as the Ultramarine units in the Imperium of Man. No handicap, but we are going to use custom names like we did last time to keep things organized. So, we will be the Ultramarines, and I spelled that totally wrong. There we go. Now we've got AI green and AI, oh, I guess I can use the same color twice, so I didn't need to do that. If it'll let me here, red. And so basically the consensus that I sort of gathered from what people thought of the different factions was that the Tau seemed a little bit underpowered, and I tend to agree with that. So what we'll do is we'll go with the Necrons, since nobody really had anything negative to say about the Necrons. And the Orcs were also a pretty popular choice. So I'll throw them in as, I don't know, yellow. And then I think we're going to go Chaos for red, because it really came down to Chaos or Tau. And while the Chaos seemed a little bit overpowered, I think I'd prefer that to a totally underpowered faction that's just going to get wiped out. So there's the Orcs. And God, this is such a nightmare. It's not as bad in game, but with the menus, the mouse is bad enough when you're not playing on a tiny little window. But when you're trying to navigate these little menus, playing in like a, I don't know what the actual dimensions are. It's like 480 by 600 window, so it only takes up like a small portion of my screen. It's not the most ideal situation. Oh, wow, okay. Chaos Marines. How did this end up Necrons 2? I swear I clicked Orcs. Okay, there. And hopefully that's the most difficult part of this campaign, is choosing the different factions. So we've got the Imperium of Man in blue, specifically the Ultramarines. We've got the Necrons in green. We've got the Chaos, Forces of Chaos. I mean, I think it's all Chaos Marines, so I just put Chaos. But yeah, I think there's only different varieties of Chaos Space Marines. And then the Orcs, which there's a pretty good variety of. So let's go ahead and get started. Day one, you guys know the drill here, so I'll just go ahead and skip through it. Let's see, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going to try to consolidate our forces up here. for the start of the game. So we'll take one of these, and then we will move to take the other. Okay, so let's see. I think let's start here, if I can click on it. There we go. And we'll scan the site later. And then I don't know if it's worth going all in or most of the way in. Let's leave a little bit. Yeah, that's probably fine. And I think that's all we're going to do this turn. So let's go ahead and... Oh, wow. Okay. So I got unlucky there. We're going to have to fight the orcs and the Necrons. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Hopefully we can get them to take each other out. But I get the feeling we're not going to be so lucky. So where to drop in here? We want to be in like a lower area. That's actually a decent spot there. Just because, while it's not as low as some of these places, there's good cover on either side, so they can't just immediately start shooting my brain. And because this is not a base battle, there's only going to be brains and turrets dropping in at the beginning. And actually, apparently only brains. So, you, please start digging. And let's start calling in some bodies. If I could scroll down here. We are only going to be using Ultramarines once again. So we'll start with an Ultramarine Scout. And we'll bring him down on the drop pod. And let's give him the... what was that gun called? We looked at it in the last video. It was the Marine Sniper Rifle. Oh, geez. They're already on us. Okay, well, we disarmed him. No, don't die. I'm going to drop him directly on him. Now, these Necrons are after me quick. Okay, that's going right through him for some reason. Yeah, we're going to lose this because the Necrons seem to be able to just throw troops at you like right away. So I'll keep bringing in guys, but this probably isn't going to go well. Let's bring in a regular Ultramarine with a bolter and see how he fares. Bolter, please. Okay. They don't seem to be very good at coming after the brains, though, fortunately. Okay, why aren't they hitting him? There we go. I didn't want to do that. Okay. So we've dealt with most of them. I'm going to drop the blunderbuss that I accidentally picked up and pick up this sniper rifle. And these guys are really hard to control because they want to jump straight up and down. Okay. So, it looks like they already dealt with the orcs. Wow. Okay. You, sentry mode, please. Bye. We have just enough to call this guy in. Oh, wow. So he's right there. We might be able to pull this off. It looks like they went all in at the beginning and their command unit doesn't know how to dig for gold. Okay, so there is that. I didn't think we would get the win there, but again, these are all user-made factions, so they're not very well balanced or I don't want to say like thought out, but um, obviously right there they didn't take into account the fact that the brain would need to dig for gold, so that guy was just kind of stuck there doing nothing because he didn't have a digger. So let's go ahead and continue. All they would have needed to do there to alleviate that is just give them the constructor tool, and then they could dig and build and all that. So day 2. I'm going to go ahead and skip this because I think most of you know the drill by now. If you're new, check out the first video of the series where we play as the Browncoats. I kind of wait and go through all the different turns and how they work. But because this is the second campaign we're doing, I'm just going to speed right through it. And so this time around, we might go for the forest. I don't know that I want to assault a base just yet. Especially since it seems like everybody has more income than us. Or not income, but gold. You know what? I think I'll go after them. This is probably the best turn to go after a base. If for no other reason than they haven't had time to build it up. So I'm going to bank on the fact that we will be able to defend ours. And if I can, I'll click this X in a second. It doesn't want to move there, apparently. So I'm just going to hit end turn. Okay, they're going to build up a little bit, not significant amount. And let's see, we're attacking there. There's going to be one other battle. Hopefully yellow and green decided to attack one of these and not me. But we will find out shortly. Okay, so where are they? They're right here. This gives me pretty good defilade from their position. That looks like the same, yeah, it's the same hill. So I'm thinking of actually going down like right here, because that'll give me slight defilade. They won't be able to fire up this hill at my brain, but we'll be close enough where we don't need to worry about like hiking all the way across the map to get to them. And apparently my Ultramarines just dropped from the sky. And I only got one of them, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Oh, I got 2, okay. You start digging, please. You form up a squad. I really hope you have a bolter. It sure looks like it. Oh, cool. He's an assault marine. That's even better. Kill him. He's right there. Okay, so my brain just got like utterly or my Ultramarine got like utterly destroyed right there. Okay, he's down. Let's reload and then we'll just deal with him. Or we'll just get slaughtered. Or that. Oh god. I didn't know they had somebody coming after me. Yeah, as you can see, Chaos a little bit overpowered. But now we know. So, we didn't invest much in there. Unfortunately, we invested all we had. And, okay, it looks like, ooh, all 3 of them are going to go after that desert. So, we are safe for now. Let's see who takes it. Yellow. Okay, so the orcs are on the board. Day 3. We'll skip this. Hopefully, I've got some funds to work with. Otherwise, this is going to be really difficult. Not a whole lot. They're obviously going to invest in their base. Actually, they don't have very much. I don't know if it's worth going after them right now. I think it is. We can definitely take that. If I had realized that that one guy was coming after us, I would have just stayed back. But, I mean, they've only got like 400 gold to work with, and we know exactly where their brain is. I think it's smarter to go after them again. Because there's still an open spot here, so we don't really need to worry about investing in... Oh, looks like the orcs are going to attack as well. Okay, so this might get a little bit hairy, because if they beat us there, then we lose. So I'm actually going to drop us in here. For some reason, we only get 2 Marines. It would be nice if we got 4. I don't know what that just did. Can I... Thank you. You dig immediately. No, I don't know what you're doing, but start moving. So some of those guys have more than 100 health. I'm not sure how that's even possible. But if we can keep the pressure on them from here... Oh, it's a Plague Marine. Apparently he regens health or something. Take off, please. Take off, take off. Wow. Okay, so Chaos is really, really OP. It doesn't help that it's giving me, like, Marines with laser guns, though. Because they're kind of worthless. So, yeah, unfortunately we're not doing too well here. Okay, so Necrons are on the board now. If I could just click this. Do we have any money yet? Be really, really nice if we did. So there's a new gold site. We're probably not going to mess with Chaos anymore. It just seems like a losing battle. We're in this... We're going to be in this weird, like, purgatory of not having any money because we're not going to be spending as much as we're making, and so we're always going to be sitting at just under 1,000 gold, which, it's one thing I wish they would let you kind of change in this game. You can't intentionally sell off brains to make more money. You have to wait until you run out, but we're never going to run out because we have, you know, one of these. I think we're going to go after the Necrons. They seem to not be very smart. So we'll scan this later. And we'll just throw everything else we have in. We're just... I mean, we need another territory or we're going to be stuck with our current gold. So... Got to play offensively here. They didn't throw too much in there. Looks like we're the only attacker here. I hope everybody else is going to be throwing their hat into that ring. That's one surefire way to win in this game is, you know, pitting the enemy against each other, because they where are these guys? They've got to be underground somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where their base is. It could be under this one, or it could be under this one. So I need to be careful. Let's go ahead and drop in right here. It looks like we've got a decent number of Marines. Oh, it gave us Imperial Guardsmen. Let's see. I'm going to scout this out before I do anything further. Okay, so there's nobody in here. I'm going to use this as my base if I can get the brain over there in time. Come on, brain. No. Oh, come on, dude. Go, 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 go. Thank you. Okay, you start digging. You guard him. And then you guys are going to go hunting. Apparently he's not in here either. I don't know where he is then. So this guy's going to have to be our scout because he's... Ouch. The only one with a jetpack. Destroy... Where is he? Under here? Yeah, he's under here. There it is. Oh, somebody's shooting. At least the Necrons aren't like super OP. There we go. We got him. Yeah, the Necrons, at least combat-wise, are better balanced. It seems like they'll be able to hold territories pretty decently, but they're going to have a lot of trouble taking them when they aren't able to dig for gold. And everybody, yeah, just as I thought, everyone's throwing their hat into that one. I think Chaos is probably going to take it. Not only are they the most OP, but they have the most money, so we'll see. That doesn't seem to really be taken into effect when the AI handles it, though. And let's see, we should have time for maybe one more battle before I end the episode. So yeah, we're still going to be stuck in that low fund purgatory, but at least now we have 2 provinces paying toward it. So I'm actually going to just spend all of our money on building up bases this turn, excuse me. And then if I could click these, just throw everything in there. And we'll skip. Looks like we've got an attack on the Chaos. Hopefully the Necrons can take it. They are able to, so Chaos is now off the board. It looks like Chaos is going to go after the Orcs, though. Probably not a smart choice. They would have been better off defending at that point, but there's no real way to know until it happens. And then we are going to get attacked by the Orcs, so we'll get to see the Orcs before the end of the episode. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see if we can't defend it. Now this base is built up slightly because we took it from... I don't know if it's worth building into this or if I want to go that way. Neither of these is extremely well protected. So I'm thinking... Geez, I don't know. Here? We'll put him there. Put him on gold dig duty. You are on sentry duty, as are you. And apparently the Orcs killed themselves. So, that's an easy win, I guess. Like I was saying in the previous episode, this Orc dropship just totally wrecks anything it lands on. And I'm fairly certain it does at least a small amount of friendly damage. So they probably called those guys in right on top of their brain. And yeah, so works out for us, right? So we were able to hold there. That's good. Day 6. Let's get through this here. I guess we'll play a little bit more defense. Or we could try to knock the Necrons out of here. We've got a little bit of time left. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's go after the Necrons. No. Come on. This is like so frustrating not being able to click these. How much does that leave us with? Yeah, we'll just do that. Actually, no. We want to favor the other base because this one's already been slightly built up because somebody else owned it. The base here hasn't been built up at all. So we'll just throw a little bit of money in there. If I could just click that. There we go. Let's scan it. And then we'll throw, I don't know, 15 at it. And we'll leave the rest just in case we get attacked. Let's skip that phase. So there's 2 battles. Ours and then somebody or some buddies out there is going to attack one of these bases. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Necrons are right there. I could just drop my brain right on top. Actually, are they built? They're building here and not there? That's interesting. I could totally take this base over if I wanted to. Although if they're in there, then I would die, but... You know what? I'm going to play a little bit risky here and go for it. I'm going to try to take this base, assuming that they've moved into this one. And I could be totally wrong here, but we're going to try it. If they are in there, I'm going to dig down right next to them. Okay, yeah, so they are in a different base. So, let's get you in here and have you start digging. What are you? You're like some weird guardsman. Okay, I'll put you on defense then. If they give me guardsmen, I'm just gonna put them on sentry duty. What is that? Inferno bolts? You are also a guardsman. So I'll put him on sentry duty as well. And then this guy's gonna go on the offensive. Uh-oh. Could really use your help, guy. Okay, just stay there or something. I don't know. Why aren't you firing? Okay, we're gonna be in trouble here. I just need a Space Marine with a bolter. It'd be really nice if this game would save presets, but it doesn't. It says it does, but it doesn't. So don't be fooled by it. Every time you start a new map, they go away. So I've just given up on it. And I really wish there wasn't so many guns to choose from. We're going to be dead before I can find the damn bolter. Bolter, there it is. Craft, 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 craft. Come on. Drop pod. Now if I could just find the buy button. There. Not doing a ton of damage there, but if we can keep the pressure on. Luckily the bolters do quite a bit of damage. Okay. I'm going to keep this guy on sentry duty just to protect. And I'll use this guy to buy since he's just kind of like laying here. And let's just drop him in right there. Okay, he's done. Let's reload. Now this is going to get a little bit tricky because I don't know that I can really get in. Actually, I can get in from that side. It's going to be a little bit tough to navigate without the digger, but we should be okay. No, stop jumping. Oh, it's going to take forever. Okay, I don't know who's shooting. I'm going to go check. Make sure we're not getting killed right now. Yeah, you guys just play defense. I think somebody's shooting at him. Yeah, it would appear I was correct. Start shooting, please. Thank you. Okay. We'll use this definitely here to just shoot him in the legs until he's dead. Because I don't think they'll be smart enough to come after me. Alright, and there's another win. So we are out of time. As soon as we get back to the main menu, I'll go ahead and break off the episode. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Looks like Chaos is going to get attacked by the Orcs. The Orcs are looking for revenge. And the Necrons apparently threw their hat in there as well. So we'll let that happen, see how it plays out. And Chaos is going to hold on to it. Okay, so day 7. That's where we're going to go ahead and end it. Looks like we've got a new gold site up at the top there. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the new campaign so far. If you were hoping to see the Tau, don't worry. I might do another series and we'll change up the factions a little bit. We'll play as the orcs or somebody, and we'll mix it up. But yeah, if there was a faction that you were hoping to see that you didn't get to see, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try to do another campaign after this one that will shake things up. So, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you back here for part 2 of our Cortex Command Warhammer 40k campaign.